It's funny how a simple cup of coffee can spark a whole conversation about, well, retirement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was with my aunt. She's getting ready to retire. And let's just say she wasn't exactly sipping her latte with a smile.
I think we've all been there. Retirement's supposed to be exciting, but those what-ifs about money can really put a damper on things.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today. How pensioners can, make their income stretch
Yeah.
and maybe outsmart the tax man a little.
Sounds good to me. Let's turn those golden years into something truly golden.
Right. We're talking tax strategies, the ins and outs of pension funds, even smart investments for this stage of life. Ready to get tactical.
Fire away.
Perfect. The first thing that struck me going through all this material is how much it emphasizes simple tax-saving strategies. Like, they get it. Managing your finances shouldn't require a PhD.
Right, accessible is key. It's easy to get overwhelmed, but honestly, some of the most effective strategies are the most straightforward.
So, hit us with it. What are some of those simple yet powerful moves?
Well, one that people often overlook is taking full advantage of tax breaks designed specifically for seniors. We're talking tax credits, deductions, the whole nine yards.
Like what, specifically? Give us an example.
Sure, many states offer property tax deductions for seniors. If you're living on a fixed income, that can be a huge help.
See, I didn't even know about that. Proof that it pays to do your homework.
Absolutely. And here's another tip. Spreading out those retirement withdrawals. It's not just how much you take out, but when that can make a difference to your tax bracket.
It's like a game of strategy with your own money, right?
Exactly. And speaking of strategy, let's not forget those pension funds.
Right, because it's not always as simple as lump sum or monthly payments. There's more to it, right?
You got it. A lot of people don't realize they might have options for how their withdrawals are structured. Like, say you want to work part-time during retirement. Aligning your pension withdrawals with that extra income can be a smart move.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about investing within the pension plan itself? Is that a thing?
Absolutely. It's like a hidden bonus some plans offer. You can potentially boost your retirement income by making smart investment choices right within your pension.
Huh. I bet a lot of folks don't know that.
Okay.
Okay, but I can already hear some people thinking, investing during retirement, isn't it all about protecting what you've saved?
That's a common misconception. You're right, preserving capital is crucial at this stage. But that doesn't mean avoiding investments altogether. It's more about adjusting your strategy.
So what does that look like in practice?
It all comes down to your risk tolerance. How comfortable are you with the possibility of fluctuations in your investments? When you're younger, you might be okay with a bit more risk, but as you approach retirement, the focus often shifts towards generating income and preserving capital.
So are we talking high risk, high reward stuff?
Not necessarily. There are plenty of options that align with a more conservative approach. Dividend-paying stocks, for example, they can provide a steady stream of passive income.
Okay, so you're basically getting paid just for owning the stock.
In a nutshell, yes. And then you have bonds, generally considered less risky than stocks, and offer some stability to your portfolio.
Gotcha. So it's about finding that balance between growth and security. But I'm all about real-world examples. Did any of the stuff we read give us a good case study?
Definitely. Let's say you have two people, both retiring with a similar amount stashed away in their pension pots. The first one, they really take this stuff to heart. They claim all the tax breaks they can, structure their withdrawals strategically, and even put some savings into those dividend-paying stocks we talked about. The second person, they go with the flow, nothing fancy. What happens over time is pretty interesting.
I bet.
That first person, the one who is proactive, they could end up with a lot more money to actually enjoy during retirement, even though they started with the same amount as the other person.
Wow. That really hits home.
Hmm.
It's not just numbers on a page. It's about making choices that actually impact your quality of life down the line.
Exactly. Retirement should be about enjoying the fruits of your labor, not stressing about finances. By understanding these strategies, you're giving yourself the power to call the shots and really live your retirement to the fullest.
You said it. It's about creating a retirement that's genuinely fulfilling, not one bogged down by money worries. And I think if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's that everyone's situation is different. What works for one person might not work for another. So do your research, don't be afraid to talk to a financial advisor, and come up with a plan that truly reflects your own goals and dreams. Because knowledge, that's the real game changer here. That's what sets you up for a happy and successful retirement.